California. It's a Wednesday, January 19th, 2021, and god damn, dude. Many people keep saying, Son, you've peaked. Have you peaked? Have you peaked? I mean, you can't keep making the absolute fucking bangers. You can't keep making hits. Who do you think you are? Even Kanye has a bad album here and there. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be better than Kanye at doing political commentary and Twitch broadcasting. Right? And to that, I answer you, I have not peaked yet. But after today, I might have. Holy shit, our first guest is here already, goddamn. Vaping the fattest of clouds. Holy fuck. Okay, anyway. So, many have asked, have I fucking peaked? Dude, have I fucking peaked on the content side? And the answer to all of you is no. Felix, don't forget to take your shoes off. And the reason why I say I've yet to peak is because today we're going to have an insane fucking show. Okay? We're going to have an insane show. It's going to be bananas. It's going to be crazy. An absolute slapper of a show. First and foremost, we obviously have the esteemed guest, Felix Biederman, joining me right now.
Bro, also, the first 5 in-person Chapos were recorded off one Blue Yeti.
Really?
And still.
Well, your last episode of Chapo, where I guess Chris was not able to. Bro, you were straight Sith Lording it.
Okay, I can explain what happened. Okay, so Chris isn't there, right?
Go ahead, explain yourself.
Okay. Chris was not there.
18 months of
we were all trying to figure out a fucking Zoom recorder. For anyone out there who knows podcasts, we're trying to figure out the Zoom recorder. It went on one track. You couldn't like do the mix to it. We have a great like secondary producer we're doing because Nick, he did This Is Sus. He's done he did the thing me and Matt did all that. He's a great producer. We fucked up though. It was one track. Usually you send 3 tracks. There are 3 of us. If there are 3 tracks, you can clean mine up.
Yeah.
That's why I was...
Cut out all the smoke, the vaping. What is that?
What
is that in your hand?
This is the best coffee thermos you can get. I don't know what it's called, but I looked up best coffee thermos, and I needed to buy stocking stuffers for my family for Christmas, and I was like, why don't I get one? Because I stopped drinking pre-workout. And I just drink coffee on the way to the gym.
Weak.
What? No, it's not. It's actually alpha. The strongest I ever was, I was not drinking pre-workout. When I was doing like 250.
It looks like a Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty this is like a sweet green ass thing. This is like a creative director's thermos, but I like it.
Yeah,
I recommend.
What is the top? What's the logo on it?
It's like a little bow tie.
Little circle with a bow tie on it.
It's the Vice Lord symbol.
Okay, I like
it though.
I like it too. I destroy the environment because I drink an espresso, which is, as you've also correctly pointed out, the most the best experience for quick coffee.
I bought one.
There's nothing that comes near it. You know who got me one? Twitch got me one. So I've been using that. I
guess Patreon's been pretty nice to us, where they never got us an espresso. I got one before my trip, and I was like, when I got to the Airbnb, I almost for 4 hours I was like, what if I just buy one for the trip and I bring it back with me? And I'd have 2, and that's too wasteful even for me, so I didn't do it. But it's hard to go back. It's hard to go back for a shitty drip coffee maker.
Nespresso is better than my $500 espresso machine. Not gonna lie, yeah, dude. It's the child slavery that they use in all of the other, in all of their other Nestle products that just make the Nespresso so much better. I don't know how.
I
love people saying you're rich, just get an espresso machine. Yeah, but also, time is money.
Fucking, dude, I can barely figure out the drip coffee maker. I mean, I can figure it out, but it's not going well.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do an espresso machine. And it's going to be like a controlled demolition of my building. People will be doing conspiracy theories about how when I tried using an espresso machine, I collapsed. I'm building 7'd my building.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. You're not making me go out like that.
Exactly. I do not have like any fucking way of figuring out all this stuff. I fill my brain with so much unnecessary information about like the minutia of my chatters.
Yeah.
Like people that post in my chat. If you post regularly in my chat, I've already eliminated Stinky 19. Thank you for the 50 gifted subs. Holy shit. I've already eliminated like important information from my childhood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my first kiss gone. Why? Because I've uploaded data about, you know, one of the fucking dumbasses in here that posts regularly, and it's funny. So I don't have any space in there for how to fucking do like a drip machine or whatever.
No,
or
I mean,
espresso.
You can do a drip machine. I've been doing a drip machine every day, but it's like the shittiest one in existence. It just makes me sad. But I have the same. I remember all of Dan Quinn's friends. I don't even talk about Dan Quinn on the show anymore, but I know all the secondary characters in the Dan Quinn Demonius X universe. When I did Fighting in the Age of Loneliness, I wrote that all from memory. I fact checked it, and I got it fact checked by other people at SB Nation. That's all from memory. But that means I will never know how to use an actual espresso machine.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
I just don't really drink Starbucks. I just drink
Me neither.
coffee at home. And it's always just like cold black. Well, I do fuck with this. So this is a toasted coconut premium cold brew from Valant. I like it. It's got like, it's 0 calories still, but it's got a coconut flavor to it.
I had a lot of those. Last time I was here, I was in like a hotel for 2 weeks. And it wasn't an espresso. It was like a non-standard Nespresso where you couldn't buy your own pods. I went to 5 different grocery stores looking for them. I even went to Erewhon. They didn't even have them. If they don't have them, you can't get them. Erewhon, for people who are not familiar with the Los Angeles area.
Oh, God.
Erewhon's like the best and worst grocery store in the world.
I think it's absolutely the worst place on the planet. I hate it.
I like it.
The reason why I hate Erewhon is because there was back before I started on Twitch and, you know, followed the hikikomori path, I used to be a sex haver, not to flex. You know, right. I used to be a haver of sex, right?
Everyone's been in the game.
Yeah, and back when I was a sex haver, there was this girl I was hooking up with who was like really into fucking crystals, like really, really like before this shit popped off on TikTok. I'm talking like 5-6 years ago. This girl was like already all over the crystals. She had changed every handle in her apartment to crystals. She wanted to touch crystals all the time.
Was it working for her though?
I mean, she was no. Girls like that are always sick, like always deathly ill. But also
think how fucked up they'd be without the crystals though.
It's true. You can't deny. You know what? I can't argue against that. You're right. So this girl would take me to Erewhon, and I was just like, I didn't understand the good food there, like the fucking, you know, buffalo cauliflower or whatever. Like that stuff slaps, but you could get that anywhere else, right?
Yeah.
Hassle.
You can get that anywhere. Whereas like all the fancy shit that you get, like bottled potions, like it's like the alchemy. It's like you're going to the apothecary to fucking make like these weird mixtures of like weird things that they sell only at Erewhon.
I want McDonald's.
And you know, you put all of those mixtures together, and then you know,
well, like I think
you become healthy.
But there's the middle ground, right? Like, I'm not really into the potions. Sometimes I like a potion. I had a long day the other day. I only slept like 3 hours, and I did buy a potion there, and it did help. I was able to do more work.
Do not put the G1
but
on me.
The thing I like about Erewhon is I just get the Erewhon equivalents of stuff I'd get at a normal grocery store. So it's like, instead of like regular soda, I'm getting soda that costs $37. I'm getting baked goods that cost $17. Erewhon's great because there's no pretense of it. Like, Whole Foods is at least like under the pretense that it's like a normal grocery store, even though everything's like at least 50% more expensive. But
Yeah.
Erewhon, it's like, if you want to buy AA batteries at Erewhon, they're like $37. Like it's just like for not for anyone who ever like has to look at their bank account, and it's just totally it's the most antagonistic grocery store on earth.
It does not.
And that's
taste
why
better.
I like it.
It
That's
does
why
not
I like
taste better. It doesn't. He's right. It's a hostile environment. You walk in and like, it just feels like everyone's upset at you for. I mean, they got their own shit going on, so they're angry, but they're also passive aggressively over the top nice in the most California way possible. But you can sense the hostility in the air, especially if you're like, you know, God forbid you like ask one of the other customers that's there what this fucking potion is going to cure specifically. It just, I don't know. I don't like it.
Well, okay, like maybe for you that's a problem.
You like that?
Well, for some of us, our entire lives, half the people that met us instantly hated us.
Hey Felix, thoughts on
And
the
so
new
it's just
EGC
Erewhon. That's just
roster?
another day. This is another day of that, of half the people in there just being mad at you for some reason. But the cookies, the brownies, amazing. The
I've never
seltzer,
had that. I've
great.
only had like, oh, the rice balls, dude. Have you ever had the rice balls?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that shit is really good. Yeah, rice balls are actually probably one of the better things that they make. But like I said, it's like you won't have Madison Cawthorn, who is hot on stream, but you will have Christian Walker, who looks 35 and 14 at the same time, has demon eyes.
Wrong.
This is hot people
Wrong.
phobia, worst form of bigotry. No one talks about it. Says hypocrite.
Man, if you think fucking Madison Cawthorn is hot, move to Barrington, Illinois. Move to Elgin, move to Crystal Lake. You will be coming all the time. You'll have to like line the inside of your pants with garbage bags because of the pre-cum leaking on your cock.
He is every average white guy.
Mid-ass guy is hot.
Yeah,
you think that's every Naperville? Go to Naperville.
Yes.
Like Magic City for you.
It's my favorite. Yeah, Naperville. Shouts out to Naperville. Like every dude that fucking played lacrosse, every dude that like every dude that played lacrosse in the Northeast is that guy, okay? There's so many of them. Like any fraternity you go to at a state school or a private school is going to have just a million Madison Cawthorns. But there's only one Christian Walker. Anyway,
literally.
This is normally I would just like give you guys personal news, but there's not really much to talk about. I just shot a podcast earlier. Would you ask Felix how living in Chicago radicalized them? No. Okay.
All right. Okay.
No, don't answer that.
All right,
we gotta because we have to do like we have to fucking cover a little bit of news at least.
Yeah, no, we do.
Or I'm going to, you know, there's a lot of people in here that like, you know, unfortunately, or I guess fortunately, but mostly unfortunately see me as like their primary news source. They fucking lose their minds if I don't cover the news. Like they actually, you know, there's like homies in here that track my pee schedule. Like how many seconds I spend peeing. Like I got, you know, 30,000 to 50,000 micromanagers on any given day.
No, that's the only trouble I was streaming is like people start doing that. Yeah. And like I'm only doing like 3 hours a week of podcasts. They're still like, you were vaping more than usual this episode.
Oh yeah.
You know? Well, that's because I'm on like very low nicotine, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm doing it more.
There's a HuffPo guy that already like saw that I was gonna have Christian Walker on and like tweeted about it. So I'm a little worried, but he's a good HuffPo guy. He's not a bad HuffPo guy.
I don't see how you could like get in trouble for this. I know famous last words, but I'm saying like this isn't 2017 anymore where people are like you can't platform Weird Al because he made the song fat instead of ed. You can't platform people. No one's using that word anymore.
That's what you think, bro. That's what you think.
Well, I don't see it anymore, so it doesn't
anyway,
exist.
we'll see what happens. Okay, so hold on. Daycare's open. Biologic's already here. We're covering the news before.
I saw you almost tag
I'm an
Felix
old
Chapo.
frog now.
That'd be a disaster.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I don't know who that is. We don't know who that is.
My
I've
boy.
never also heard Come Town is a podcast, I think, but I've never heard of it. Okay. Wait, what the fuck? How can I? You know, I think Christian Walker is like shadow banned or something because like it's hard to tag him. It's hard to tag him. I'm shadow. I got the sex worker shadow ban on Instagram. Yeah.
I do. Yeah, you still show up on mine, but I think that's like.
No. But like if you type.
Oh yeah.
If you write my name out, you literally have to write Hasan D Piker, like my entire username, to its fullest. And even then, I'm like the fifth that comes up. Like I got like fan accounts that pop up before me.
That's
on the search bar,
fucked.
Which is pretty funny. You posted ISIS on your story. Yeah, it's because I posted a photo of ISIS.
I get shit like that. On Twitter, I used to be shadow banned like a lot. And I didn't care because it's like people are gonna find you anyway. You know, I was like shadow banned like it would be like 2 months off, 2 months on. And it's like, whatever. I think after you're set, kind of, like after you got your thing, I think Twitter is like, you either have to make it completely promotional and like never hang out there, or make it only hang out. Like I'm only hanging out there, so I didn't care. And now I'm unshadow banned. I had Ann Applebaum followed me a few months ago.
I don't know who that is.
Ann Applebaum is like, she writes like, the Russia's invading us type shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We can talk about that today as well if you want. We can talk about okay, here it is, guys. Here's the fucking tweet. Blast this off, retweet it. Let everybody on your timeline know. Stavro's not here right now. I think he's in...
No, yeah. Stav's on business.
Yeah.
Remember when former Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin pardoned that murderer and child rapist on his way out? The murderer
that was
pardoned
crazy.
for a 19-year sentence after his family did a fundraiser for the Gov, but got new charges and 42-year sentence.
What?
R.I.P.
I don't even know what that is, but we can take a look at it.
No, I remember this. I
don't know what this is.
Hey, yo.
Felix is the Madison Cawthorn of unoccupied anarchist zones, looking like a guy who goes to Ink Coffee before his morning capitalism protest. Damn, you just got.
What's Ink Coffee?
I don't even know, but the fact that he knows that means that he's, he is the person he's making fun of.
Felix.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what you just said, pal. You're like, oh, I'm on Hinge and I match with all these Warren voters. Yeah, you're on Hinge. I don't even know what Ink Coffee is. I'll admit, I do some TMC stuff, but I don't even know any of the shit he just said.
This is going to be the most Let's Go Brandon episode of this broadcast, okay? Just get excited.
What if like this is the time though they got like, they're like, we made Vyvanse 2, only Joe gets it. We made like Dexy's even better. And Joe's just boom, boom, boom. He's like,
he's on it.
Do you remember Look Fat?
Oh yeah, Listen Fat. Yeah, he's just doing Listen Fat.
Yeah.
Dude, if he did Listen Fat from this day on every single fucking day, for until the midterms, there would be a super majority for the Democratic Party.
Legit.
He would win. He would win every election. His approval rating would be like 75%. Everyone would love him. Anyone who hates him, he could just like sass it up.
Yeah. But he's just like, he's on his own timing. God's got his own plan. But okay, you see the Gary Chambers, dude, who's running for governor of Louisiana. He's cool. And he did a campaign ad where
the smoking weed one. Yeah,
he put a real 3.5 in a backwoods. And that's like, I was like, this is the first like actually believably normal thing I've seen a politician do. I was trying to think of the last, and someone said it was Look Fat. Yeah. And those are the two most normal things I've seen anyone do.
Wait, so Gary Chambers,
Black people.
37 seconds. This is awesome.
Is Gary Chambers also the same person? Someone was saying that he was the one who like went viral for yelling at like a school board meeting where he was like popping off about like a Confederate named school or something. Is this the same dude?
It might have been a different guy. Let me check.
I don't want to be racist and be like, oh, this is a big black dude. Like it's the same one. But I saw some people post about
that was good. It was Gary Chambers. Yes.
Okay, we'll look at that in a second. Yeah. Oh yeah, here it is. East Baton Rouge. East Baton Rouge school board members get told off by citizen Gary Chambers in powerful speech. Yeah, this dude is popping off. I mean, this was cool. I know that like it's cool to say, oh man, these school board meetings, they're fucking terrible, blah blah blah. Like if you go to that, you're a bad person. But he had a good speech on that one.
I think like in spirit, they're a nice idea, right? That like parents should be involved in learning, but it's just like, I think some are probably constructive, but others are just like, it's a way for people who just love the news too much to yell.
Also, we've already talked about this a bunch of times, but like America needs bigger boys. Okay? Yeah. We need big, thick, beautiful boys to run for positions of power. Yes. Because that's who we are as a country, okay? Like you need someone, like why is Donald Trump so successful? Why is he so popular? Big. Because, well, one, yes, he is a big boy, okay? But the other reason why he's so popular and so successful is because like that's exactly how every person sees themselves as. Like they would be exactly like Donald Trump if they had that kind of money. They would be just as sassy, just as media obsessed, just as like painfully a loser like Donald Trump is, yet still succeeding. So that's what we need. That's what we need on the Democratic side as well. That's what we need more of.
JB, successful.
JB Pritzker, perfect example.
Because I mean, JB, like, people think I'm, like, being mean when I say this. I think JB could be great. Like, if he had a good team behind him, which I don't know that he doesn't, but, like...
Are you saying he'd be the first good billionaire?
Oh, yeah, I mean, like, you know, FDR started as a deficit hawk. I will say that. But, like, JB, if we're just doing pure electoral horse race stuff, right? JB has two things that most Democrats aren't. And this sounds like I'm criticizing him, but I really think it's like a positive. He's fat and he's not that smart. And that, like, there aren't enough Democrats like that. Because, like JB, when he said the trans bathrooms thing, it was like, damn, he said that in the dumbest way possible, but it shows his heart's in the right place.
Oh, yeah. What was it? Like, we should go to the wrong bathrooms today?
We should go in the opposite gendered bathrooms today to protest.
Wait, what was it? Hold on. Let me find it real quick.
Trans bathrooms.
It is one of the greatest political moments of all time.
Yeah. This is awesome. Like, dude, he snapped. And all these people are like, no, that's like not what we want. And he's like,
as a protest against Trump's rescinding protections for trans kids, everyone should use the other gender's bathroom today. Yeah. Hashtag pretend trans kids. You know what I love about that? He didn't delete it.
No.
That's so bold.
Stood on his word. And then he was not being literal.
But I think today and every day we should be standing up for all our kids.
Because this is perfect, because it's like, he doesn't really know what to do, but he's still like, hey, my heart's in the right place. It is. His heart's completely in the right fucking place. And he's a big boy. That's awesome. We just need more Democrats like that. Like, what the fuck?
This was JB Pritzker's, like, at least 3 moment. You know when the Mac attack? You know when, like, that fucking dumbass, like, Republican op, like, you know, college campus Republican Turning Point USA agent of chaos approached our beautiful Mac.
Yeah.
And he came up to him and said, how many genders are there, Joe Biden? And he said, at least 3.
Yeah, Steven Crowder Jr. was trying to, like, get Mac in a gotcha. And it's like, Joe Biden probably, like, gained voters from that moment.
Yeah, he fucking destroyed them in the best way possible. Because it's like,
yeah, at least
he
3.
Doesn't know. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Let's be real. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I would not know how to answer that
I would not know how to answer that question. And he did a great job with that. He didn't do the annoying, like, academic, well, actually, technically, when we're thinking about a gender as a social construct, he's like, I don't know. At least 3.
Because that is, like, okay, if the president's going to answer that question, it's like, it should just be like, I don't, like, at least 3, but, like, you know, do what you got to do. I'm going to talk about whatever he was talking about at that time, which I think was, like, how he was friends with Strom Thurmond. He was doing that at that stage in the campaign.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. that was important for everyone to know that he, like, loves Strom Thurmond.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why he did that, but, like, JB, same thing.
Important coalition of voters that remember who Strom Thurmond is, that are gonna vote for the Democrat there.
I mean, that's a lot of the people who voted for him in South Carolina. We're like old white guys who like that. But
it's true.
Gary Chambers, he's not like JB. Like, he's not stupid. He's just like, he's direct, you know? He's like great at yelling. He's big. He's like, what is he, like 6'3", right?
Who? Gary Chambers is 6'3"? I did not know that.
Let's see. I think he is. Someone told me that. But
wait, let's see. But this is very important. This is very, very important. How tall is Gary Chambers? Okay, they have his biography. Wow, they don't even have his
85. Yeah,
they don't even have his fucking height, dude. That's whack. Okay.
All right, we're gonna have to figure it out. From the video.
I need to know how tall a politician is before voting for them. Like,
maybe that's under religion. His religion's 6'3".
Everyone talks about, like, oh, like the small-brained American voter says, I want to vote for a guy that I can have a beer with. I'm like, I want to vote for a guy that, you know, will be able to be a strong center.
Yeah.
Like, especially in a game of pickup basketball, if we're talking about it where the average height is still like, 5'7" or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I want a guy who's at least like 6 foot plus, who can play the power forward or a strong center, depending on who we're playing basketball with. That's what I need. That's why I'm a Fetterman fan. Don't really care about his politics at all.
Right.
Just
politics is over.
Yeah. Just only care about the fact that he looks like a wrestling villain and also is like 6'11" or something.
Politics is over. All they're voting on is like non-binding resolutions where they're like, was January 6th good or bad? I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, how tall are they though? I do care.
I
was cheated out of being 6'4" by smoking when I was 13. I'm convinced of that. I would be.
How tall is your brother?
He's actually did he do that? I don't know. I don't want to get him in trouble by being like Sam smoked when he was 15. My brother's like 5'11". He's gonna get fired from his job. They'll be like, "We didn't know you smoked when you were in high school."
Yeah, you're fired, sir.
You're out of here, pal.
Yeah. That's liberal cancel culture. Okay, so let's watch this ad real quick where he just lights.
This is a real 3.5.
Someone is arrested for possession of marijuana. Since 2010, state and local police have arrested an estimated 7.3 million Americans for violating marijuana laws, over half of all drug arrests. Black people are 4 times more likely to be arrested for marijuana laws than white people. States waste $3.7 billion enforcing marijuana laws every year. Most of the people police are arresting aren't dealers, but rather people with small amounts of pot, just like me. I'm Gary Chambers, and I'm running for the U.S. Senate, and I approve this message.
I mean, this is extremely swagged out.
Direct ad. Like, it's cool he's smoking a 3.5, like a real one. But just like the directness of this, where it's like, think of all the shitty Democrat ads where they're trying to do 7 different things. This is very like LBJ, like Daisy ad.
I don't know. Is America ready for someone who's not immediately a veteran and also like I didn't get a lot of like I didn't get a lot of overhead drone shots of like 14-year-old Afghan children being sprayed with Hellfire missiles. So I can't tell if he's patriotic or not enough to be able to lose to Mitch McConnell by like 1 million fucking votes.
She got it back though. You have to admit that.
People voted illegally in Kentucky specifically against
Amy
McGrath, just the biggest loser of all time.
Don't you think it's funny how Jamie Harrison kind of did the same thing, and he he raised an absurd amount of money and like got stomped by Lindsey. Yeah. No one even likes Lindsey Graham. Like, none of Lindsey Graham's voters
think Cruz is a great example of this, too. Like, Ted Cruz. Nobody fucking likes Ted Cruz.
Nah, Ted Cruz does have a constituency, though. Ted Cruz rode the Tea Party wave. There are, like, strong Ted Cruz supporters. He didn't, like... It wasn't down to him and Trump for no reason. He was never going to beat Trump, but he's always had his supporters. They're annoying, and, like, if you go back to the Republican primary, one of the reasons Ted Cruz actually lost Hawaii was his supporters were too annoying. And like annoyed everyone in Hawaii by canvassing at like 9 p.m. But like, no one likes Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham did not ride the Tea Party wave. He switched up too many times.
You know why nobody likes Lindsey Graham? And this is going to be kind of a repeat of what I was talking about yesterday. But Lindsey Graham is like Dan Crenshaw.
Yes.
Like I noticed something yesterday when I was looking at the Dan Crenshaw got owned by like a 10-year-old who we then found out was like actually an 18-year-old because like he had the audacity to say Jesus Christ is a mythological character and not a real figure, which is, he is like a Democrat.
Yeah, no.
He tells you like, I can't do the things that you want me to. Like, I am not a dictator. And nobody likes that pussy shit.
No.
Okay? Just lie.
That's why people like Lauren Boebert. Because she's like, what did Kanye said? He said, like, aim for the stars, you can land on the moon. Because her thing is like, oh, we're going to do QAnon. Like, we're going to arrest Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, she's not going to do it, but she will, like, land on the moon. And landing on the moon is taking your Glock to Congress and making everyone uncomfortable. Lindsey Graham is, like, he is the swamp creature. And, like, all, like, the reason he, stuck around so long is because he's so good at switching up. And it's like anyone... Look, in 2020, someone should have been able to beat him. But all Jamie Harrison cared about is raising all that fucking money. And that's why he's head of the DNC now. Because that's the main thing they do.
The main thing they do is lose. and then raise money. Someone said Pop Smoke said it.
No, there's a Kanye also said it.
Shoot for the stars and reach for the moon. Famously coined.
No, I've heard him say that.
Is this like a Wayne Gretzky moment where it's like Wayne Gretzky's quote, but like as restated by Kanye West?
I've like literally heard him say that. I'm not gonna get like no one's getting me for this. You can get me for all types of shit.
If you fall, you land on a cloud is the quote.
All right, well, cloud, moon, it's the same thing.
Fucking
it's the
Kanye
same
fans,
idea.
Dude. It's just like, just stop. Oh, I'm glad that you guys are correct, okay?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
You fucking killed it.
Are you happy? Are you happy, guys? I'm going to the bathroom.
You're upsetting his delicate constitution.
Are you happy?
Okay.
I'm going to the bathroom to shoot up branch chain amino acids. To come back because of how upset I am.
Okay. Anyway, we'll look at the rest of this. But anyway, listen, guys. Today we're gonna cover obviously a bunch of other news as well before Christian Walker gets here. If you aim for the wall, you might as well miss and hit the toilet, Felix. Okay, don't give him that advice because he's still pooping in my toilet. Actually, 100 gex quote. Christian Walker being on the stream is my Super Bowl. Yeah, don't. I want it to be known that I serve my gays, okay, harder than anyone else. This is a gays only, no straights fucking broadcast today, okay? There is, like, many people will turn around and say, why the fuck did you have Christian Walker on? That makes no sense, okay? But for a very specific subsect of the extremely online population, where 100% of those people are queer, this is very, very important. Okay, this is a very important, world's fucking clash moment. Anyway, if you're gonna serve the gays and play Minecraft with Dream, are you gonna let him see chat? Of course, I can't hide chat from him. He will see it. He will see everything. So yeah, this is a gays only event. Anyway, so. I'm straight. Do I have to leave? No, dude, shut up. It's a joke. Jesus Christ, man. Holy fuck. Okay, so let's watch the other Gary Chambers ad real quick. Well, not. Wait, what?
Oh yeah, no, this was sick too. This was awesome. I forgot about this. Yeah, this is sick.
You already know you got to run to the polls. You got to cast your vote. You got to do it for Gary. You already know. Do it for Gary. Go to the ballet. Do it for Gary. Go to the ballet. Do it for Gary. Do it for Gary.
I ultimately he's gonna lose because it's they shoot you now in the state of Louisiana if you're black and try to go to a polling station and it's illegal.
It's a fucked up place. It is a fucked up place. It has been for quite a while. I mean, that's people just don't know about the death squads after Katrina. No, just people got away with that. It's a fucked up state.
Chris Kyle backed? Wait, no, for real?
He lied about that. Chris Kyle lied about it, but there were death squads of people just ostensibly hunting for looters, but just fucking icing people. And no one got in trouble for it. No one even raised an issue. It's a fucked up place, but I think Gary kind of has the it that we're always looking for, and I hope he does well, just because regardless of whether he gets in there and he's suddenly I've always treasured our relationship with Israel or whatever. I'd like to see people who are great performers rewarded for it.
I agree.
Regardless of you know, whatever. Because politics are over. But, you know.
There's a chance there's a second black district created in Louisiana. In redistricting, he could potentially drop from the Senate and run in that seat.
That'd be cool. And to be inclusive, they got those 2 Warren voters though. That's how you know. These are like the 2 Warren voters in Louisiana. These ones right here. Like,
the ones that are petting the dog.
Yeah. That was the head and sole voters of the Elizabeth Warren campaign in Louisiana.
He's wearing an Anthony Scalia is dead shirt though. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not. And he's got the Nike slides. Like this person balls. Okay.
The Nike slides I did not see.
If you wear Nike slides with the fucking, you know, with the calf high white socks, the tube socks, you're a baller.
I'm sorry. I am always too quick to judge people. All right, my bad. My bad. I just thought like
no Warren voter would say Anthony Scalia is dead.
Some of them would.
I feel like they would say something like, actually, you know what? They might.
They would because they like being like I'm edgy. They're like I'm edgy. I'm a socialist.
Yeah.
I'm a socialist for Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, that's you got to do what you got to do in life.
You got to
brand yourself.
I mean, it was pretty edgy when they got Holocaust tattoos.
That was hilarious.
That was insane.
That was just such a cool campaign because it's like I made this comparison before. I think I said it last time I was on stream, but like how Holly and her are like their perfect mirrors. But they both do the same thing where if something is hot on Twitter, like
people don't know about the Holocaust tattoos. People are confused right now.
Oh my God. Okay, so they got the Elizabeth Warren staffers. If you remember, there was like a shade of green that they loved, and of course they got really into a shade of green because like, you know, this is a campaign entirely by and for graphic designers. So all they're talking about is the Liberty Green. And there's a hex code for the color. And they got them all on their forearm, right? Got them all right here. Only problem, it was in the exact same font and setup and location as a tattoo from the Holocaust.
All right, let's just show it.
Let's just show. I'm giving background, but like you really have to just see it to believe it. They went damn, dude. They fucked up. I never got mad at them over this, you know?
No, I think it's hilarious.
It's hilarious. I never got mad at them.
Actually, a lot of people didn't get mad at them for this because because they're in the in crowd. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If like let's be real. There's a group of individuals like that are well-meaning, but then like if they fuck up, the media class is not going to hammer them over it. Yeah. In the same way that they would do that for anyone else.
That's true. I'm just saying, like, some people, like, on my side were like, this is insensitive, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I am sympathetic to that because it's like, these are the people who were like, Bernie's racist. But I just like like by the end of the Warren campaign,
they were like, "Hey, don't talk to me about the Holocaust. My own Holocaust was the Elizabeth Warren campaign."
I was New Hampshire,
like the Afghanistan. I had an abusive father.
That girl's awesome.
Yeah,
we should encourage people like that. But they're going on the train to Bergen-Belsen. Was when Elizabeth Warren got like fewer black votes than Pete Buttigieg in South Carolina, I believe it was. It's tough. It's tough. We all have trauma.
Remember when Elizabeth Warren got less votes than fucking everyone else in Boston, in Massachusetts,
third in her own state, man.
Yeah, and she knew that was going to happen, and yet she still stayed in the race.
Right. I was like, by the end of it, I was mad at Elizabeth Warren, but her staff, like, I think her staffers and her supporters, I think they, to the end, believed in all of it and still do. I don't think they're out, like, they are, like, everyone's an asshole, but, like, I don't think they were just trying to sabotage, like, the supporters. I think she was, but I think they were like, no, she's the best for this, even though she's continually displayed the worst instincts of all time. But, you know, I think it's fine. They have those for the rest of their lives. That's what's so funny about it, though.
Let's see. This is the Gary Chambers powerful speech that he gave.
Intended to get up here and talk about how racist Robert E. Lee was, but I'm gonna talk about you, Connie.
sitting over there shopping while we talking about Robert E. Lee. This is a picture of you shopping.
She is shopping.
While we talking about racism and history in this country. Only white members of this board got up while we were up here talking too, because you don't give a damn. And it's clear. But I'm gonna tell you what the slaves, my ancestors, said about Robert E. Lee, since you don't know history, sister. Let me tell you that they said when he got the plantation, after he got off the field where 27,000 people died at Gettysburg, Connie, Robert E. Lee was a brutal slave master. Not only did when he whooped the slaves, he said, lay it on them hard. After he said, lay it on them hard, he said, put brine on them so it'll burn them. That's what Robert E. Lee did. And you set your arrogant self in here and sit on there shopping while the pain and the hurt of the people of this community is on display, because you don't give a damn and you should resign. You should have resigned 2 years ago when you choked a white man in his house. You should have resigned too.
What is happening? Wait.
Rewind.
What is going on with like fucking Baton Rouge school board members? Like they're choking people? Like what?
What is she? Oh, she's doing like, when you do it right here, she's like to the neck, that's carotid artery. That's a blood choke. That's
she's
a blood
doing
choke.
The fucking, what is it called? Like the cops do that to like protesters now.
Yeah, the blood chokes.
Yeah, like the targeted pain, whatever.
Well, really, she's fucking it up. What you do is like you gotta grab behind the lapels and you like squeeze them together. You get the carotid. She's just doing this. She could do this to me all day. I'm not going out.
They apply pressure to specific points. Pain compliance, yeah, that's what it's called. That, like, they
she's
teach
doing
cops. I think that's like what she's doing. She's doing cop shit.
Well, like pressure points aren't really real, but I'm sure there's some like evil thing that she's trying to do.
Here's the video of her doing that.
All right, let's see.
Louisiana school board Karen trespasses into strangers' home, threatening and screaming profanity at teenagers, grabbing one of them by the neck. What?
Damn, dude.
Get out the house.
Louisiana's different.
Why is this allowed? Like, what could have compelled someone to do such a thing? I don't understand.
It all goes back to us not hanging the planter class.
Oh, I've been talking a lot about that as well. Like that they should have fucking raised the South and like murdered every fucking slave owner, and they didn't. And now this is, we just have to deal with this all the time. Yeah. Like forever. They just like they'll just keep coming back with like new versions of it. They'll even use like identity politics and shit like that, which they always have.
Yeah. There was supposed to be a Nuremberg that never happened.
Yeah.
I don't have to spell this out in glitter and glue for you? Stop. Here, stop.
Call 911.
We already called 911, man.
What do you mean?
Here she goes.
Are you fucking crazy?
Now, you motherfucker.
Or what? Give me the phone.
Phone. Give me the phone. That dude's from Baltimore.
Yeah, that is random Dundalk guy showed up.
Baltimore dude is everything. Give me the phone.
Give me the phone, you weird.
I'll stop you. Give me the phone.
Give me the phone.
Don't fucking film this. Give me the phone. It's my meme.
What? I need to know what's the backstory here, though?
I have no idea.
Like, why is she in this kid's house?
She's alting.
Yeah, no, that is like that school board member alting when they do this.
Yeah.
That's like when you press X in Valorant.
There's a class ability is like white women tears and that. Okay, that's like you get that when you level up. You can do this. That's an aggressive one, and then the defensive alt is the white women tears.
This one. She's... Did it again.
What is going on?
I need to know the backstory.
Why is she walking into a frat house? Like, what is happening? Also, that's like pretty crazy that she's doing that.
She's Delta Pi K.
Does
it say the backstory on here?
School board members are extremely corrupt. They've been funneling money into charter schools and we're attempting to recreate another parish. St. George is primarily rich white neighborhoods, which would funnel even more money into public schools in the surrounding area. I mean, it's kind of wild to like walk into a room full of fucking bros like that and just like try to physically engage them. You know what I mean?
What if it was like not for a reason we expected though?
What
if it's like we think it's over something like she's we think it's like she's just being a piece of shit, but we actually find out that
she was actually fighting them because she's anti-racist.
Yeah, no, or like this is like a weird this is like they're raising money for the IDF. And she's like, you're a fucking piece of shit. for Palestine will be free from the river to the sea.
Yeah.
We're just totally wrong about all of this.
No,
like,
she's
you never know.
Yeah. She was actually shopping when they were talking about the Robert E. Lee thing because she was like,
She's buying
she was
clothes
shopping
for Gaza.
yeah, she was shopping for guns actually.
Yeah. It's just like you ever see the movie Crash? It's like that.
School board member Connie Bernard's
Bernard.
probation over in confrontation at neighbor's party. Oh, they were throwing a party.
Oh my God.
A Baton Rouge state judge Tuesday terminated Bernard's 90-day probation early after she completed all the conditions of her probation, which included performing 20 hours of community service, completing an effective decision-making class.
Decision-making class, that is like, man, that's true Southern justice.
I love that in the last episode you and Matt were talking about fucking admiralty laws. It's like one of my favorite things.
Admiralty law is real, dude.
Yeah, no,
it's real.
is.
That's how this woman got out of it.
Yeah, no, she did. The Maritime Admiralty Court is the only court I abide by. And then they were like, oh, fuck, that's the cheat code.
Yeah.
Everybody knows this.
In Louisiana, it works.
Yeah.
I need to know, like, all this says is, like, that she went over there, though. Does, like, the public freakouts thread, do they have why she did it? I'm assuming it's just, like, they were loud and she's like, oh, I'm going to go over and do pressure points.
Yeah, it doesn't
say?
This has more context? No, it doesn't. It literally does not have context. You are wrong.
It's probably like a noise complaint.
Oh, wait. Oh, here it is.
Okay,
Baton Rouge school board member issues summons over confrontation at neighbor's party. Deputies were called. Board member accused of walking into a neighbor's home. When deputies arrived, Bernard was in the middle of the road and flagged them down. Oh, that's boss moves. Like,
damn.
That's like, she like flagged the cops and then the cops had to like side with her over.
Damn.
In the middle of the road, she told them there was a party going on at one of the homes, so she went inside the residence to investigate and take pictures.
Damn. But
What?
like, I'm
This is just
assuming,
fucking nuts.
was this just like, okay, I'm assuming this is noise complaint, but is it like, if she's going in and taking pictures, I could see it being one of those things where it's like she thinks there's human trafficking going on, like that type of shit. I don't know.
No, this is just like regular fucking Karen shit, where she was just like, "Oh, my neighbors are doing a party, and I don't like that, so I'm gonna take photos as evidence of drug usage or whatever for the fucking police." She was doing what every American is born to do, which is operate as a sovereign citizen who will become a cop. Like she was like, please deputize me on the spot so I can fucking, take photos and compile evidence for you officers.
It's just like, I've never gotten it though, because it's like, man, isn't that just like another thing you need to do? I guess like everyone has like a bad thing that makes them happy, right? Some people, who may be me, they like hearing about like bad things happening to not even their enemies, but just like people they don't like. I guess that's bad. But it just seems like she's creating so much work for herself.
I mean, that's what happens when you fucking have nothing else going on. You're so bored that you go.
So.
This is the exact same energy as like protesting at Applebee's, wearing like dripped out in like all the MLK garb you could find to go to the fucking Applebee's and be like, you not letting me enter the premises without a vaccine is exactly what
I
MLK
get
was
that.
talking
I
about.
get that more though. That makes more sense to me though, because it's like that is the thing he could do that he could no longer do, right? For this, it's just like what I'm assuming it's noise complaint, but I really do think she's just like she wanted to have some strife.
I don't know. I even then I feel like they do it because they're fucking bored. Like they do it because they're bored and they want to get together and they want to feel like collective. Like they want to feel like they have a sense of community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that because technically I have, maybe I'm wrong, but I have never actually fucking seen a situation in which like you legitimately are stopped from entering a premises or anything like that. Maybe it's because I'm vaccinated, so I don't know. And also, I live in.
No, people ask for your card in a lot of places.
Yeah, I live in the Jarldom of Gavin Newsom, so like it's a lot different here. We just execute people if they're unvaccinated.
Well,
on the street.
LA is so like high. LA County has such a high vaccination rate, and so does New York. But it's like I don't know. Some places they ask for it, some places they don't. At least in New York, but there have been places where it's like, oh, if I didn't have it on me, I couldn't get in.
Yeah.
Which is.
Well, I mean, I have
get
a
it.
photo. Like I have an app too.
Oh man, I had a nightmare photo thing. I was going to a restaurant where you had to do that in New York when my mom was visiting, and I had to like go through my phone, go through my entire camera roll back to
all your nudes that you have on your phone
no,
scrolling.
just, like grosser shit, like the shit that my friend Bob retweets.
Oh,
the guy
no.
with the chain going into his ass. Just shit like that. I'm like hiding my phone in the restaurant trying to find my picture of my card, but I found it. It's I wish there was like a federal app for it, but it isn't. There isn't.
That would be communism, and also no shot. Like,
yeah,
we will never
nothing
have,
that simple.
We in the United States of America, we will never ever have like any sort of federal control or federal jurisdiction that like gathers data. And obviously there is a good argument to be made against that too by using like the current existing surveillance state and how nefarious the American government is at utilizing that to like own every fucking marginalized community. But we'll never have that for anything, especially not like a public safety measure. We'll only have a patchwork of like private corporations trying to operate like an arm of the government that will then actually steal all your private data and like sell it to fucking insurance brokers.
That's what I'm saying is like the surveillance state has never made anything more convenient for anyone. It's like I had to renew my passport before I came to LA. And it's like why isn't it like you can go online and do like a check a box and be like, "Oh, well you know all my info. Just give me a new one."
Yeah.
But no, you have to do all this shit. I had to like find my birth certificate and my social security card and all this shit. And it's like, you guys know this.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I mean, it's like in fucking Norway where, you know, the government already processes your taxes ahead of time because they already know. They have access to all that information. And then they fucking send you a check if you have a refund in the end of the year or send you a bill if you need to pay more. Whereas like,
oh yeah, I'm sending checks every quarter.
We would never be able to fucking do that here because private corporations have lobbied the government to create additional fucking problems exclusively so they can only solve it by getting more money from the government to give you like a half-ass solution that they barely even offer for free, that they totally will charge you every step of the way in the form of all of those like. If you go to the IRS.gov website, you'll see fucking TurboTax and numerous other third-party affiliates of the government try to file your taxes for you, and it's never free. They say it's for free, but it's not for free, and they're fucking taking your private details and selling it on top of that on the back end. And then your information is also compromised whenever they get owned, and it's fucking awesome.
Which is all of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like America always does the worst of both world systems. Like in a lot of blue cities, you have like European Union style restrictions on like individual freedoms, but none of the safety net. Just none of it.
I am totally on board with a more authoritarian form of governance. We get high speed rails and like I get hit with the hate speech laws every fucking day. I get region locked because all of those very same motherfuckers who love saying hate speech also love using like the German law to try to get my fucking VOD region locked out of Germany, and you know, try to get me banned as best as they possibly can. I'm totally fine with that here, as long as, you know, we get high speed rail and like healthcare. Okay.
I'm very against like hate speech laws just because it's like, how would they be used in America?
Well,
they would literally just. I mean, they kind of are. It's the anti-BDS.
It already
would
exists.
just be like further codified in the law, but like, yeah, I think like, okay, fine. The reusable bags, fucking whatever. It's not a big enough deal for me to like totally freak out about. It's annoying, but it's like fine. I do get it. Straws, whatever, blah blah blah. But it's like, you can't do that and still make the train from like New York City to Buffalo like 9 fucking hours. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. Give me something here.
Yeah, you can't not offer any sort of social safety nets and then also try to adopt like the shittiest version of like hate speech protections that aren't even like protecting marginalized groups at all. It's just like a way for other dickheads to be able to utilize it.
Yeah, I just like, I feel like
I will use the high-speed rail to go straight to the fucking hate speech gulag. Okay, if that's what you think is gonna happen.
America is you not seen the movie Killing Him Softly?
You told me about it.
Last time.
I haven't seen it yet.
The only rule in America, fuck you, pay me. And if it's like, that's kind of what it is. But you're not allowed to just be like, all right, fuck it, I'm on my own. I'm gonna go buy fentanyl from CVS. They don't let you do it all the way. They limit you enough to where you can't really have that much fun.
Yeah, they won't let you do the Ancapistan memes. They won't let you go full Ancapistan. There's still some level of some degree of protection.
Right. I think I should be able if it's really gonna be fuck it. Well, okay, then there should be no zoning laws. Then I should be able to build a skyscraper in someone's backyard. I should be able to do all this shit, But I can't.
Felix is a neoliberal YIMBY.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know,
I started the YIMBY movement.
Yeah, he wants to build luxury skyscrapers that have no restrictions whatsoever because he thinks that's the only way to solve the housing crisis. No other way.
Yeah, look, the YIMBYs versus the NIMBYs. Look, I started that. I've been on both sides. A lot of people got me for flipping sets every week because I get them mixed up.
He's like the Dostum of fucking YIMBYism and NIMBYism.
Yeah.
He has worked with the Taliban. He's worked against the Taliban. He's worked with the Turkish government.
Yeah.
He is doing that, but he's a mercenary. Yeah.
But I see points on both sides. The point I see on the YIMBY side is okay, if this is gonna be the fuck you pay me country, I think it would be funny if I made a parking garage in my basement. If I had a basement. Why not? Who cares? If it's really gonna be who cares? Why can't I just build a skyscraper in the middle of Central Park? I don't think you should be able to, already. But
but what you're describing is quite literally what we already have. It's it's Ancapistan. If you make over $1 million plus a year, I'm not even gonna say 250,000. But if you make more than $1 million a year, you are living in Ancapistan. You can do that.
Yes.
No one will punish you for it. You will absolutely get away with it. I mean, the quite literal example of what you just said is the ugly ass fucking towers that are inevitably going to kill every single person that lives in them. What I mean? The ones that shake aggressively.
Yeah, tons of those in New York now.
Yeah. That are completely fucking just insane. Nobody lives in them. Nobody wants to live in them, but it's seen as an asset. It is the NFTs of fucking skyscrapers basically for millionaires. There's $250 million of fucking unit. That sort of shit.
I want to, those are the two visions of the future. Just that we go fully fuck it. That's Ancapistan. Yeah. The other vision, and this is the vision that I'm offering, that my friend Michael in chat, he's offering. I saw him in there. This is no Capistan.
Yeah.
No more capping.
No capping.
Yeah, this is the no cap country.
Anyway, also, the real ant cap move, obviously, is the top of the hour ad break. That's right. At the top of the hour, there's a 6-second ad break. It's coming to you right now. If you want an ad-free broadcasting experience, dude, listen. I don't know about the NIMBYs or BIMBYs.
You guys figure it out.
We're all about the HIMBYs, okay? 1 minute ad break coming to you. You subscribe for $5 or for free, or if you get gifted a sub, you'll be able to avoid the ad breaks. Here's the ad break now. There it is. Do you think that there will be a fuck COVID donation for research to stop it? To the same level it was fuck cancer or other diseases? Cash money question.
Dude, I would wear a fuck COVID hat. That would be so funny.
Yeah.
I would love that. To wear a fuck COVID hat.
Wait. Fuck COVID, but to stop COVID research.
Yeah. No.
Just vibes. No more COVID, just vibes. Thank you, Turbo Laser Wolf, for the 550 subs.
That's my favorite person I know. She's just she has a Delaware, Baltimore type accent. She's like, if you didn't see if they weren't reporting on COVID, no one would get it.
Yeah, it's just no one would be dying.
And I kind of like her attitude. I don't agree with it, but hey, She's suggesting an alternative that no one else is.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It's brave. It's smart. This but COVID. Did he delete these tweets or what happened?
He deleted all his great old
Cowardly.
tweets. When he said congrats, not gonna finish it.
He is came out as pro breast cancer.
Yeah.
It's like more breast cancer should happen.
I guess that's... His old tweets were so fucking good. I'm so sad they're gone.
I donated with a $3 of the love message to Felix like 10 minutes ago. Do you have TTS off right now? If you're not hearing TTS, that means it's off right now. Okay, here, I'm reading it. Okay. You said, "Hi Felix, we love you, hustle." Okay,
Thank you.
And you said it again. Okay, there it is.
Thank you.
I read it.
Thank you, Mr. Yonicle.
I don't want to add free broadcasting experience. I just want to be loved, but not too much because I have commitment issues. Okay, you got it. All right.
I don't know where the Kodak in the name comes from. I'm usually good at like figuring out rapper names, but like I don't know what the Kodak is for. It rolls off the tongue though, you know? You do got to give him that.
Kodak Black is a good name. It's a powerful name. Okay. He said cause pictures and shit. Okay, got it. All right, so let's look at this really quickly. You know, do you remember when this happened last year? This was like one of the most psychotic fucking things.
This is my GP.
So one of the most insane things last year was, or not last, I guess it was like 2 years ago at this point, in the middle of the pandemic, in the middle of COVID, where like everyone was like popping off with the hydroxychloroquine, like alternative cures. And like Dr. Stella Emanuel, alongside with like America's Frontline Doctors or whatever the fuck, decided to just, shill this alternative cure. And the conservative think tanks that normally do a lot better research before like putting people in the front line like that as their spokesperson kind of just gave up. It felt like this was like, it doesn't fucking matter. These guys are going to believe anything we say, and it quite literally doesn't matter. Let's see how far we can get away with doing shit like this.
They were not trying when they brought her out at all.
Yeah.
They were 20. It was a sad time.
One of the guys is now the Florida Surgeon General, by the way. Remember the doctor that was like, the doctor that was there in the frontline doctors universe, cinematic universe, is now the Florida Surgeon General, who recently said, fuck it, fuck COVID, just vibes, let's not test as much. This whole testing strategy is too much. It's gone out of control. Just be excited that you got your antibodies. So let's see what she's saying. I'm gonna hear. Remember, Donald Trump defended this person. Like he
loved her.
He was like, this is the greatest. She's a beautiful, brilliant doctor.
Every time we've prayed for people that have taken the vaccine, because it's Luciferian, at the mention of the name of Jesus, every knee bows.
Luciferian.
Look at my general practitioner. I'm gonna die.
We have been able to cast this thing.
Oh my God! Look at this fucking room, dude.
What is it? That's like, I think like a 1,500 seater, if I'm eyeballing.
But that's crazy that like there are. I mean,
when was it? Was this like December 2020?
They didn't slam this, but no, this is recent. I think. She's saying, one of the right's leading anti-vaccine experts continue to claim that Christians who have taken a COVID vaccine will simply repent and pray God will forgive them and physically cast the vaccine out of their bodies.
Out of people. Each time we pray for people that have taken the vax, there's a reaction. A needle poke, the hand starts shaking, and we cast this stuff out of people. If it is the devil, it got to come out at the mention of the name of Jesus. So the important thing is to repent. When you repent and you say you're sorry, God is able to forgive you, cleanse you, and regenerate you. Every time we've prayed for people that have taken...
Yeah. There's still hope.
Okay, so I have a question.
There's still hope. There's still hope for you yet. If you think you were going to die because you got vaccinated, like, God will forgive you.
That's good. I have a question, though.
What?
So, like, they say when you're losing weight, you mostly... Everyone's, like, vulgar understanding of, like, when you lose weight, you're just shitting it out. And that's actually not true. You're mostly, like, when you burn fat, it's mostly coming out like you're breathing it out, kind of. Like you're breathing out, you're farting out, whatever you're doing. That's how it usually comes out. It just sheds off that way.
Okay.
Some toxins you sweat out of your body. Some you piss out. Some you shit out. Does the vaccine, how does that come out?
I suspect also when you pray and you breathe it out in a similar capacity to the fat. What is this? What the fuck?
A lot of people are saying cum, which is to be expected. What if like only women who squirt can get it out? That's the only way to get it out. And she's just, no one else can do it. If you're a dude, you're just trying to cum.
You're inventing a new cult guy.
Yeah, well,
because every cult guy starts off because they want to get laid. Like they want to have sex with multiple women without any sort of scrutiny. And now there's going to be a new cult where the guy is just like straight up, you can just only squirt this out.
What if it's a cult, but you just want to have like sex with a woman who's your friend like 4 times a year?
That just seems like a normal millennial relationship.
Yeah, I guess so. Because I don't want to do all that. I think that's rude. To have like 30 people you're fucking, and it's like, oh, they think they're the best one. That's sad. No one likes that. But I like the idea of making people believe something stupid. So it's sort of tough for me.
I feel that.
Yeah.
All right, let's watch this. What is this? Pizzypher?
Ooh, oh! Here they go. Here we go.
Lucifer!
Here we go now.
Oh, shit, dude. That's crazy. I mean, I can't tell if this is one of those things where it's like someone is making fun of people or if this is like actually someone who thought that this is...
The fact that it's on TikTok kind of makes me think they're making fun of it, but there are like anti-vax people
there's
on
hella
TikTok.
fucking anti-vax people on TikTok.
There are cults on TikTok.
Oh,
Lots of them.
Dude, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. So I don't even know anymore.
I like the idea though that it's like Lucifer's cum. Like the devil's a real guy and he's just like coming in the factory. But they want to give you a hint. It's like an alternative reality game. Yeah, that it would be like, oh, we're gonna name this after the thing it is, which is like Lucifer's milk. The devil is part of like the manufacturing union. He has to take a 30-minute break every time he's squirting in the vaccine vial. This
is how logos are designed. Okay, listen, I at this stage, I don't even want to talk about the fucking vaccine shit. Because like at this stage, I've given up. Like I've totally given up on trying to comprehend like why people are still at this point like unvaccinated. I think they just don't want to take it. They're scared. Whatever. There was this. I didn't really cover this yesterday, but there was this thing. Oh, did you see this? Before we talk about that, actually, fuck my brain.
Oh, brother.
Elon Musk doing like libertarian memes.
Wait.
Hey Shinji.
That's a pregnancy test, though. That's not a COVID test.
That's a pregnancy.
He knocked
test.
her up. Shinji, you didn't buy Plan B. You're such an idiot.
Yeah, 13 years old, by the way.
Asuka Langley was right about you not buying Plan B. It's $50, you dumb piece of shit.
He's doing like 13-year-old boy fucked 28-year-old woman memes. Real libertarian energy right there, but he's classic. Okay.
Well, really, it's up to us to decide if she's wrong for that. Or him, or if it's his fault. We don't know.
Stop. Okay.
My name's Alan Dershowitz.
Oh yeah,
that was the real end of it.
You're arguing the constitutionality of the situation. Okay.
Yeah.
You're arguing from a constitutional law background. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. So this is an insane fucking stat that I saw. So the Kaiser Family Foundation is like doing more of their polling on this. When they're too busy not doing polling on like fucking how Americans despise universal healthcare or whatever, and they asked unvaccinated adults what would convince them to get a COVID-19 shot. Last month, about half said nothing, while a much smaller group said a vaccine mandate or a doctor's recommendation could change their minds. Now,
half saying nothing is tough, man.
It's over.
That's tough.
That dude is that person is never gonna get it. Like it's just you will never be able to get that person to get vaccinated. There's nothing you can do about that. That person, GG's. If they die, they fucking die.
I know someone in the 12%, and they're funny because
I love this.
More research, because on the surface where it's like, oh, this came out quicker than other ones. It's like, yeah, I get it. Having some suspicion there if that's what your thing is. But then when they talk more, you're like, I don't know. That's when you realize it's just like another like consumer identity choice, because I know someone who they didn't get it for like 12% reason, more research / transparency.
But like
they let their spouse and their kids get it, which is hilarious because it's like,
so you're
like,
fine with killing your fucking husband and your child.
Yeah, because it's like, well, like her reasoning is like, well, one of us has got to live. Like, damn, dude. I mean, I hope she gets it though. I really do. I think she eventually will. I hope she does.
But it's like,
damn,
but like,
funny.
what more research or transparency at this stage? Like, you know, it's been enough time.
Yeah.
And also, you're not the fucking scientist. Like, and all the scientists are telling you it's good. It's like, no, I think it's bullshit. I think it's a cop out at this stage. If you're still saying like more research and transparency, it's just a cop out. You want to sound more intelligent than the hogs. Like, you want to be above the hogs at this stage, where you're like, oh, I'm not getting it because I need more research. It's like, but it's the same anxiety that those people feel as well. The 6%, if it were required for work, if it were mandatory, I don't know how the fuck there's still 6% of that. Money / large sum of money. But this one is my favorite, okay? If a doctor recommended it, whatever, bullshit. No one has a doctor, who cares? If it prevented 100% of infections, is only 3%.
Yeah.
But
they don't.
If you look at the conservatives, they use that as the talking point, right? Like, oh, it doesn't even prevent 100% of the research. So I would have expected so many more people to say, oh, I'm not getting it because it doesn't prevent 100% of the 100% of the infections. And it's wild that like that is not even an issue. Okay, that's not a real thing other than just talking points to try to intellectualize why you are simply afraid of the vaccine, which is an unknown, and that's understandable that like you just don't, you're fearful of putting something in your body that is unknown because other people have told you that it's scary.
Right.
Especially because we put things in our body on a daily basis. Like me drinking this fucking water is putting microplastics in my fucking body that is probably worse than the fucking vaccine, right? And we do this on a daily basis. Like people do fucking ketamine, coke, whatever the fuck, and then go, I don't want to put the yeah.
Those don't have Luciferian in them.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean, though. It's like, it's fucking dumb as fuck. You put...
Right, no. I take some disgusting shit. And it is like, okay. Like, I would have more sympathy for the more research thing from people if they weren't eating, like, the worst, like...
Yeah.
Growth hormone beef slop all the time. But I think the real talking, like... Obviously, they're saying, like, oh, it doesn't work like in the same way the polio vaccine does, right? Right? Like, they're saying that. But the real thing is, and this is why I hate issue polling. I think that, like, it used to be when they polled, like, work vaccine mandates, it would be, like, overwhelmingly positive, right? Like, back in May, back in June. Everything can poll high until you actually start doing it, you know?
Yeah.
In practice, if you like do a split of how enthusiastic people are for and against how politically engaged the people against are, it turned out being like more of a negative. And now it's like they're getting struck down by courts anyway.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the Biden mandates.
Yeah,
So,
we're taking the Biden mandates down. We're taking the Brandon administration down piece by piece.
Right.
Anything that they do, even if it's like actually a smart and adequate public safety, public health measure, fuck it, dude. YOLO, fuck them. Like,
it's like from conservatives though, like it's hard to take like a principled, we don't know enough, from people who've been like deregulating American food for 50 fucking years, who have been pumping Americans full of poison during this entire time. You know, what do we need research in?
Yeah.
But you know, I do think like they have finally found their distance with the vaccine thing, which is like, yeah, they'll say like, oh, it doesn't work like the polio vaccine, blah blah blah. But the real thing is like, hey, you don't want another fucking thing you have to do, right? And whenever you can find something like that, like something that was great for Biden coming on the other side of this was going like, hey, you notice how we don't have fucking sports anymore? But when you can come over on the Republican side, you can come back after 2020, a dark year for them, and be like, hey, don't you hate this new thing you have to do? They found it. They found the thing that like animates enough of their voters and enough independence.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. I don't like calling things too far out. I have a recommendation if you're like saying Dr. Fauci. I'm pretty sure I'm saying something awful in some European language. Something awful. I am getting banned from hate speech from like Romania or something. How about Fauci, like spelled the normal way, but change the C with the euro symbol? That's what I've been doing. Because that's all he cares about.
The euros, the dollars.
Yeah, you can do that one. Try everyone in chat. Try that right now. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
a lot of people have been liking me doing that.
I've
been like, people have not. I've been getting a lot of good reacts in group chats.
He's doing that specifically like this exactly. He's been doing that specifically so he can kill more dogs or something.
He did kill those dogs. You got to admit.
He did.
He did kill those dogs. And
it's just like pretty funny that like people who don't realize that this is like how animal testing works, and you can have an issue against it. I personally dogs are beautiful. I love them, but like if it's actually going to be for medicine, I don't really have a problem with fucking animal testing.
I'm pretty against it. I'm against it, but then again, it's funny to see like Republicans get mad at it because it's like, as Ralph Cifaretto said, you eat beef and pork by the fucking truckload.
Yeah, you can't. It's so wildly inconsistent to just be like, AOC wants to take my burgle away. Like, you can pry my burgle out of my cold dead hands, brother. And it's like, but then also simultaneously like, I can't believe Dr. Fascist ended up killing beagles.
It's totally like Don Jr. killed an elephant, like a way more sentient being than a fucking beagle.
Yeah,
I love beagles. I love all dogs. I'm a friend to all animals, all of them. But like, damn, the elephant can think more than the beagle can. You got to admit that.
100%.
And Fauci, he was doing it. Who knows why he was doing it? Maybe beagles are the most evil dog, and that's where they get the Luciferian. But
beagles are the bad dog because beagles historically are being used to hunt other animals. So they're ops. They side with the humans and they fucking engage in the genocidal endeavor of murdering birds.
Yeah.
Which birds are too close, in my opinion, to like dinosaurs and also bugs. So I don't have a problem with like murdering birds. Like, even though I do use that as a diss against like vegan cat owners, but that's different.
Well, we don't know what the birds did, and it's like I'm not taking side in their war, but I am saying like an elephant, like just a beautiful animal.
Yeah,
a beautiful, like probably sentient animal. They passed the mirror test. Killing an elephant is like, man, if you're killing an animal, that's one of the worst ones you can kill. You're a piece of shit if you do that.
Well,
and like
Thomas Edison.
Who knows? Yeah, Fauci may have been killing the beagles for a good purpose or not so good purpose. We don't know. What was Don Jr. learning by killing that elephant? Nothing. He didn't even feel good after it. He didn't.
Nothing will make him feel good because nothing will be a substitute for a paternal love, okay? Yeah. Which is the deep, dark hole that he has in his heart that he will try to fill with, like, I don't know, Kimberly Guilfoyle throwing it back for him, or the
endless Gavin.
The mountains of coke that he does to forget that, like, Kimberly Guilfoyle is constantly thinking about Gavin Newsom every time they're having marital sex, okay? Like none of that is going to fill the void of not having a paternal figure in your life.
His dad punched him in the face for not wearing a suit to the baseball game.
Yeah,
that's tough. Like, dude, you're cooked. That's tough. That's tough.
In college.
All his boys saw the only punch Donald Trump has ever thrown in his life.
And it was a bitch made punch.
Oh my god. Like he did like one of these.
Yeah. I can't imagine like Donald Trump ever like actually fucking landing like a good one from the hip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, cause he can. He's got the elevator shoes, so he's like, fucking slanted towards, slanted forward. So he just goes, eh.
There's no way it's good. It's like, I believe he'd do. It's like him having sex. Like, I know that it's happened, but it's so hard for me to picture.
Oh God, so sweaty. Okay, so we have two different things. Apparently, Pokemon is popping off against a content creator but I kind of don't want to talk about that with you here because like
I've gotten people have kept me up to date on this.
Oh really?
People have kept me up to date a little bit. Yeah,
Like there was a dude Gideon who
yeah.
was like doing a hate raid and like was saying like El Post ratio, and then he was like talking about who fucks Pokemon or whatever, and he apologized for it. But then like the issue became larger when like Ninja basically fucking turned around and was like, that's not a big
help
deal.
him out. Yeah, he was saying he's gonna like help him out. He's gonna like get him out of Twitch jail.
So she came out with a notes app documenting it. I mean, look, the thing is, it's basically like a pretty solid example of shit that women have to put up with on this platform and in general. So Ninja said that he was only saying that to stop the GDM viewers from attacking his chat. Pretty mid-tier Twitch drama, to be honest. I think it was like, it was important to address early on because like, it was important to address early on. I don't want to talk about it with you here, to be honest, but
all right.
It's just like
people are too mean to her.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, if you find yourself like you can't even really point out what someone did to make your life worse, and look, everyone's always gonna hate people. People got to take a step back and be like, why am I fucking mad at this person? I'm mad at her because other people are. Yeah, it's like find someone in your life that you hate instead. Do things to them. Yeah, fuck with them. Like make their wife.
Like the school board meeting.
Go to the school board meeting.
Yeah.
Go to their house while they're throwing a party and do pressure points to them. Cut their breaks, mislabel their medicine.
Okay.
Make it so that they're
parody. He's not saying literally do this. Okay.
Okay, not literally saying this, but I'm just saying, like, if you, because too many people hate her for no reason. No reason. You don't even know why you're doing it. You're like, I don't know what this guy's name is, but let's just make up a streamer name, like Oblaxion. That's something that a streamer would be named. Some shit like that, or like Corvic, like some bullshit like that.
I feel like those are literally streamer names.
No, these guys probably have 50,000 viewers. And I've angered them. You came up with 2 fake streamer names that probably already exist. Okay. Yeah, well, my bad to those guys and your communities. But it's like, he said that she got him banned for a day. That does not. Who cares? Who cares? No. Just live your own life. Get your own enemy.
Corvic is a Serbian Escape from Tarkov streamer. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Corvic. I'm sorry.
You fucked this up.
Well, in my mind, it wasn't with a K. It was with a C. So it's a different guy. My apologies, though. I was just
Oblaxion still plays Fortnite. You know what I mean?
Oblaxion is a 14-year-old Fortnite pro.
Yeah, he's still popping off with Fortnite. He's still like getting a steady 20K average.
Yeah,
playing Fortnite.
BBG Oblaxion has 250K in earnings in Fortnite.
Yeah,
it's goated.
Yeah, his creator code is still popping off. Like every 12-year-old who still plays Fortnite is still watching. They only watch Oblaxion.
Yeah, he's sick. He's sick.
Yeah.
He's got something beyond the Cherry MX red switches. He's got something that like detects him before he even presses.
Keep talking shit about Oblaxion, Felix. I dare you.
I'm sorry.
Dude, I'm in the process of doxing you right now.
All right. Well, I'm going to put my location up.
I am Oblaxion's greatest fan, and I've already doxed your family.
Everyone's going to be mad at me for this one.
Yeah.
Oblaxion's fans shot up my mom's crib. Tough. That's tough.
Okay. So let's talk about the real. Let's talk about sexism outside of the Twitch space. Okay, let's talk about Ben Shapiro, who titled this video "LOL." AOC gives ridiculous COVID message. Now,
is he laughing out loud in this? Or is this like more clickbait?
Dude, it is the saddest thing to see like people laugh out loud. Okay, is the saddest thing to see Ben Shapiro try to laugh. There was a video where he was like talking about AOC's boyfriend's feet, where he like got the most animated I've ever seen him, where he was like, people are saying hypothetically that I'm interested in AOC. I laugh at that. But he was like salivating. He was bricked up.
All right. Do you think he's gacking up now?
I think
he's closer to the Texas border,
I think
he can get that puro.
I think he is horny as fuck for AOC. I do think
I kind of think that, yeah. I do kind of think that because it's like
he wants AOC to step on him.
It's honestly like it's easy if you're a conservative, it's like easy to make fun of AOC for a bunch of shit, but he always bricks it in a way that it's like, your heart's in this in the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's never like, I mean, obviously he's not going to get mad at AOC for like, you know, voting present on the fucking
Right.
Israel should get $7 gazillion bill.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? He'll get mad at her for that because it's like not undying fealty hard enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, it's never for shit like that. It's always like, ha, she's so stupid. She's such a stupid person. Ha ha ha. Like,
there's like all, you know, if I flip sides and I was like writing for the conservatives, I was stacking, I'd be like, go in on her for like getting a Tesla. Like, that's stupid. Why'd she do that? But he's not doing it. He's just like, oh, she was wearing.
They did go in on her for getting a Tesla, but they said it was too expensive of a car.
Right. Not
which is
that,
like, are you fucking like, Teslas are dog shit. You can absolutely make fun of Teslas. You could say like, you know, Teslas are made in like non-union fucking factories where like, you know, you don't have like the yellow safety stripes because Elon doesn't like the color or whatever the fuck, or that he's a con man. You know,
there's no right to repair, which like right to repair used to be a huge like left consumer issue.
Yeah,
that should be.
It still kind of is in certain circles.
Repair.
Yeah, it still is in kind of.
I'm very into it.
Yeah,
and it's like it got fucked in America.
Yeah, so those are like very prescient good takes to be able to like shit on AOC for getting a Tesla, but they get mad and say that like AOC got a Tesla and it's too expensive of a vehicle. It's a luxury vehicle. Bitch, it's the same price with all the subsidies. It's the same price as like a fucking starter sedan. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I was just saying, like, I don't know. There are like electric cars she could get that are made by Americans also. Because Elon Musk did buy American citizenship, so, you know, it technically is American-made, I guess. But, you know, there's other shit she could buy. And it's stupid for a guy who's gone in on her supposed boy, Bernie, too much. Who's done all this shit, who said all this shit. It's stupid. She didn't have to do it. It was an L she did not have to take. Just like the voting president, another L she did not have to take. But that's not what he's on her for. And he's not on her. He's bad at being on her because his heart.
All right,
his heart is clouding his vision.
Well, let's see. I agree with almost all your takes, but I love Teslas, man. Come on, I don't care.
Okay, you can like whatever car you like.
Yeah,
I think every man should buy a Hellcat, and if you don't drive a Hellcat, you should. You
are speaking to my Middle Easterner heart right now. You don't understand.
I want a Hellcat. So
my
bad.
parents
so
casually decided to rent a Mustang,
Woo!
a 2-door Mustang that's outside right now, and I drove it this morning. And first of all, whoever previously rented it 100% is blasting cigs in it because you have that like faint scent of like desperation and fucking cigarettes in the car. Peak divorced dad car.
That
divorced dad.
Yes.
Got that for a weekend to like.
He was pitching.
Yeah.
He was pitching. He was like, what if there's a show about a guy who kills the judge in his trial? And they're like,
Judgment Day.
We don't think we're going to do that.
Yeah, come on, dude. Family court judges like getting murked by divorced dads.
I really wish, I'm not going to do it, but I think Hellcats and Trackhawks are sick.
I do love Hellcats.
They're both sick. Like, a Trackhawk is the dumbest fucking car to buy. I see Trackhawks all the time in Manhattan, and it's like, what are you getting out of this?
In Manhattan?
Yeah, it's so stupid. But they're cool. They are sick. Like, you can't deny that.
The Trackhawks, is it the Cherokee supercharged one?
It's a super fast Jeep. Yeah.
Oh my
They have to stop
Lord.
making these, though, because they can't make the engine anymore. Neither Hellcats
Wait,
nor Trackhawks.
why?
Because they, like,
It's
fuel.
1,000.
That's awesome, dude. That's sick. That's sick.
Why do you need this?
You don't. It's to have it in Manhattan.
You
so
bought a
dumb.
Jeep. You bought a Jeep that goes 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. Okay.
There's no reason. I can see a reason to have it. Maybe some other places it might be fun, but like Manhattan, driving in Manhattan is like awful. I do not know why you would get a Trackhawk, but they are sick. They're really.
It doesn't even look cool. I mean, I agree with your Hellcat. I don't agree with the Trackhawk. Because this is like when Ford decided to make their like Mustang an e-vehicle that's like a soccer mom car. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
At least the Hellcat screams, I fucking signed up so that the US government can send me overseas where I will be permanently fucked, okay?
Yeah.
In an irreparable capacity. And you know, everywhere I go, people will probably salute me sometimes if they know, you know, and thank me.
I
for
just
my
salute
service.
Hellcat owners.
Yeah.
I think I'd be like, it's a cool car. I'm glad there's like a new cool American car, even though they're gonna like have to stop making them this year. Get a quote now. I'm buying it.
I'm getting a Taycan, which I have been trying to, but haven't been able to fucking figure out how we're gonna stream it. But yeah,
I'm honestly, I'm if
Wait,
I,
it
if
screams?
if I'm yeah, it's loud as fuck. It's just awesome. Yeah, this is cool. Ooh, God, it's so fucking cool. You can't ever do that.
That
like
is
Upper
pretty sick.
Manhattan, but that's so
that
cool.
is kind of cool. Okay, I mean it's fucking annoying, but it's also kind of cool to just wait, hold on.